Hi, everybody. My name is Camille Abdel-Jawad. I'm your Instruction Outreach Librarian here, and thank you so much for joining us for our final How To Tuesday of the Spring 22 semester. We are so excited to bring to you today smarter searching and ways that you can really enhance and develop your search techniques within Pirate Search and our EBSCO databases. Now, if you're watching this back as a recording, please do know that this is a re-recording of our webinar. We actually had some technical difficulties with our EBSCO host databases yesterday, so I am re-recording this in a more concise way for all of our viewers who are watching back later. If you have any questions throughout this presentation, please do not hesitate to contact me. All of my contact information is in the description below, as well as at the end of this presentation. I would love to work with you further if you have questions or want to talk through some of these strategies together. However I can help you is a pleasure for me. So we'll go ahead and get started today with our presentation. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the tools that our databases offer, and then I'm going to go ahead and show it to you within our Pirate Search method. We have a lot of tools that a lot of people, whether you're an instructor or whether you are a student, that you may not know about, but that can really enhance your searching and give you techniques to do smarter searching. After that, I'm going to offer a few resources to help. We do have a whole resources handout for you that is again linked below in the description box, but feel free to reference that throughout, as well as those slides are linked there below as well. Again, if you have any questions throughout this presentation, please do not hesitate to reach out to me and contact me. All right, so what kind of tools do our databases offer, and why is this important for what we do as researchers, whether you're, a starting researcher, whether you're at the very ground level, or whether you are an instructor or someone who's been doing research for a long time? That I just really want to impress that these tools are really valuable no matter what your research level is or your expertise or whatever. These tools can really offer a lot of insight. And we're actually going to skip the Zoom poll since no one is live with us on the call. But I do want to talk through 3 different things that we have available for you, including the Create Alerts function. This is really helpful to be notified when publications are released on your given topic. And I'll kind of show you how to do that. But if you're looking for an upcoming topic or a current event that's currently happening, this is a great way to stay on top of the research that's being published throughout the months that you're doing this research project. This is really good, again, for those long-term projects, probably not as helpful for those shorter-term projects that students might be employing. This would be good for a semester-long project or a year-long project or even a faculty research interest. It's also great to utilize folders. We have an innate folder system within EBSCOhost that actually helps you organize your research in one concise place, and then you can also collaborate and share that with others. All right, so we also have some citation generation opportunities through the EBSCOhost platform. You can use this to at least get a starting point with your citations. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop out of our share screen here and pop into our EBSCO database to go ahead and show us how to utilize all of these tools practically. So I'm going to go ahead and reshare my screen here. All right, so we are going to go ahead and go into Pirate Search. And right now I am really interested in learning more about Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos. I know that probably some of you have watched that documentary and shows that are kind of going out right at this time, but I'm really interested to learn more, especially because her trial and her case have happened recently. So I'm going to go ahead and use my advanced search in Pirate Search and put in my keywords. I'm going to use the keywords of Elizabeth Holmes, Theranos, and fraud today, because I really want to know what current events are happening, and then are there any scholarly journals on this topic? So I'm going to go ahead from here and press search. And just like you would any other search, you'll see that, this is going to give us some results. Again, I'm in Pirate Search. This is a really general search. And from here, you'll see we have 5,754 results. Of course, you can refine your results. You can take a look at the resources we have. But one thing that I really want to show you is once you click on an article, let's say that this article, Jury Selection Begins in the Fraud Trial of Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes. Let's say that this is an article we want to save for later. We're interested in this. We want to read it completely, but we want to do it later. So one way that we can do that is actually by saving it to a folder within EBSCO. So you can do that by going to the right-hand side where it says Tools, and then going down to Add to Folder. When I click that Add to Folder, it's going to pop up with all of the different reports that I'm currently working on, or folders that I've created within EBSCO. And I'll show you how to make those folders. But for now, all I have to do from here is click on my Elizabeth Holmes report folder, and you'll see that this icon has changed to Remove from Folder. So we know that's already in our folder and available and accessible to us whenever. All right, so from here, you'll see that I have gone ahead and put that into a folder. You can kind of indicate that by looking at this icon right here. You can see it's a folder with a piece of paper inside of it. So that means that this one has already been saved to our folder. And I went ahead and saved I've already gone ahead and saved some articles to my folder. So if you scroll down here, you'll see this one's already saved. There might be a few others that are saved. So another quick thing that we can do, we can actually save these articles to our folder right here from the home page just by going to this folder icon and clicking that plus and selecting which folder I want it to go into. And then you'll see right there. This is a really great way to compile resources that you might want to use and have a concise list of them, or kind of like a library of the articles that you're wanting to use for your report. Now, to manage those folders, we're actually going to go back up to the top where it says, Pirate Search and Library Home and all of that, and go over to where it says Folder here. So when I click on folder, you'll be able to see all of the different folders that we have. And you'll see that under my custom folders, I have 3 different folders that I've added. One for my mental health report for one of my classes, one about my Elizabeth Holmes report, and then one about cats. And you can actually make your own folders here. And all you have to do is click this new folder, and then you can make a new folder. So like, let's say I wanted to do a report on, let's see here, Psychology 101 class. So let's say I wanted to compile all of my resources for my Psychology 101 class. I can actually add a description. This is for spring 2022 with Professor Smith. And then from here, we can press save. And you'll see that when I'm in my Psychology 101 class, there's no articles in here right now. But now this will pop up on my list of different folders that I could save articles to. If I want to take a look at my Elizabeth Holmes report articles, all I have to do is click on the folder here, and you'll see, oops, sorry. Just refresh there. You can see all of the different articles that I have saved to this folder that are about Elizabeth Holmes. So this is a really great way to have a concise list, again, a library of all of the resources you might want to take a look at. And of course, you can remove things. So if you're like, actually, this one is through interlibrary loan, I'm not really interested in it, I can just click on the checkbox here and then press delete. And this will allow us to delete articles from our folder as well. This is a really helpful tool, especially because there's one more thing that's really special about these EBSCO folders, and that's that they can actually be collaborative. So if you're working on a report with colleagues, or if you're working on a group project with other classmates, it can be really helpful to have, a similar list of resources, or to share those resources for your common report. So what you can do here is you actually go back into our report, or whichever folder you want to share with others, and then press this button that says share. And you'll see here that I can invite different people to attend or to share this folder with me. So let's say that I want to invite my colleague, and I'm going to put in library@park.edu here, and I can actually change the subject, and I could say, share my folder with me. Hey, library, let's work together. So I'm going to put in the message. And you'll see that when we do this, we can actually see that there's different options here. But once this is getting sent out to library or whoever you're collaborating with, they actually have the option to accept the invitation. And then their name will be listed here under the subscribers, people who have access. And then from there, they can add different resources to the folder. They can edit, they can move things around, and it's really a collaborative space for you and your team. All right, so that is a great way to utilize folders within Pirate Search. And again, there's really a lot of ways you can add things to our folders, but a really helpful thing is to either utilize this icon right here or to go into the article and go to tools over here. All right, so like I said, we also have an alert feature that is prominent on EBSCO that you can actually utilize to send yourself alerts whenever new research or new publications have come out about your search topic. So my search topic again here is Elizabeth Holmes, Theranos fraud. And, you know, for me, I really want to stay on top of the trial and sentencing. I'm really interested in how this is going to play out. So something that I might want to do is create an alert that whenever I get, or whenever new resources are published to EBSCO or to Pirate Search, I get a notification. So the way that I can do that, again, this is just from our search results, is go into under search here, this button that says create alert. All right, so from that create alert function, we are actually brought with this pop-up that's going to kind of give us some different options. So we can customize that subject of the email. I'm gonna put eHolmes report notification. And I can kind of see what all the different options that I have here. I want this to email to me, so I'm going to put in my email here. But then something cool about this is that you can actually include multiple people with a semicolon. So if we use the semicolon here, we can actually invite other people or include other people's email addresses within that that email alert. So if I wanted to include my colleague Danielle at park.edu, this could be a way that we could both stay on top of the alerts or on top of the new publications within this field, while also, you know, having separate email accounts. This would be great for group members or for collaborators within a single project. And then we can also take a look at the general settings here. So we could do once a day, once a week, bi-weekly, once a month, however often you want these notifications being sent to your email. And then this is a really great feature as well as, you know, how recent do you want these articles to be published? Because, you know, sometimes we'll have articles that were published, you know, in 2019, but we're just now getting them to be accessible through EBSCO. So if you don't want anything that's older, you would put, you know, 1 year or 6 months or 1 month. But if you didn't care when it was published, you could do no limit. So this is a really great way to, again, customize whatever you are looking for within your EBSCO searches. And then you can kind of see, you know, how do you want your results? Do you want them to be brief? Do you want them detailed? Do you want them to be graphic manager, etc.? So this is a great way to make sure you're staying on top of current research and current different articles that are being published or being added to EBSCO that you might need for your research. You might want to continue to learn more about. So I'm going to press cancel alert because I'm not actually going to send Danielle a million emails every day. But I do think that that is a huge feature that a lot of people may not know about, that I'm hopeful that will be helpful as you guys continue to conduct research. The last thing I just want to show you all is our citation button. So if you go into an article that you want to utilize, And we go over here to the right-hand side where it says tools. Again, we have our folder icon here. We also have our permalink icon here. So we can create a permalink, but we also have our citation button here. And from here, you'll be able to go through and look through all the different citation styles that might be helpful for you. So you could get a Chicago style, or you could get an APA style, or MLA. These are great starting points to at least get your work started, cited, or your citation started. Now, one thing you'll want to make sure you check is a citation correct? Because when we think about our different citation formats, they're all very nuanced. And really what they do when they pull the citation format is they kind of are at liberty of however this article was inputted into EBSCO. So for example, with APA, we wouldn't want every single word to be capitalized like it is here, but because that's how it was entered in here, sometimes we get things wrong. So we would want to make sure that we at least double check our citations before submitting it to our instructors, but this is a great place to start with citations. All right, so that is actually all we have today. I just wanted to go through a few different things, including how to create folders that are collaborative or that can become a digital library for you and your research. I also wanted to show you how to create alerts and stay on top of current research and new developments within the research field that you're interested in learning about. And then I also wanted to show you a few different tools that we have in our database, including that citation button, the permalink button, and the folder button. I hope that this was helpful for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my contact information for you all here. And I just want to reiterate, if you have any questions, since this wasn't a live recording, if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to work with you further. I would love to present this information to your classes if you are interested in that. Please feel free to call, email, or schedule an appointment with me, and I would be glad to work with you further on this topic. Thank you all so much for joining us this semester for How To Tuesday. We already have plans in the works for fall's How To Tuesday series. So we are so excited to debut that with you. And hopefully you will all have found this helpful and will be excited to tune in the fall. So thank you all so much. And again, please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any further questions. I hope you all have a great day and a great rest of the semester. Goodbye.